Drivers use them every day and may not even think twice before driving over or under Missouri bridges. KOMU8's Maddie Heinrich looked into bridge data and projects to see if the state can keep up with aging and deteriorating infrastructures.
People who drive under this bridge every day may notice that it's starting to deteriorate on the underneath side.
Joe Alder is talking about the I-70 overpass near Business Loop 70.
Nearly 60,000 cars drive across this overpass almost every single day. That's not even to mention the cars that drive underneath. I walked under the bridge and found chunks of concrete falling off, even in one spot over the roadway.
I snapped some pictures of this bridge to show Charles Nemmers, an MU professor who studies the nation's transportation infrastructure, and here's his reaction.
When I saw it, certainly it's not comfortable because you saw steel exposed, reinforcing steel exposed in the bottom of a concrete girder.
I could even fit half a yardstick through the bottom of the girder or underside of the bridge where concrete broke off. Nemmers took a closer look at that spot and says the concrete on this type of bridge is not meant for strength.
Concrete around that steel keeps it so it looks nice and smooth, and it doesn't really have it's significant, but it's not really important for the strength of the bridge.
And MoDOT says there really is nothing to worry about.
You know, just because you had a large hole or void up in there doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. In this particular instance, that's the way it was designed, that's the way it was built.
But Nemmers says the bridge still needs work.
I saw that it was gone, if you would, or it had collapsed out and you could stick it a little bit and it would come loose. That's not really good. And so it needs to be fixed.
The area of loose concrete over the roadway still has a frequent driver uneasy.
I'm hoping that the MoDOT inspects it on a periodic basis, a frequent basis, just to make sure that no large chunks of concrete would fall off from the underside of the bridge, fall onto a vehicle, a bicyclist or a pedestrian, and potentially kill or injure them.
The more safety problem is the concrete falling down on top of something underneath, so they need to put it in a program.
MoDOT's last inspection here was in 2011. Trampy says crews were also at the site recently to knock off more loose concrete.
This one here is just getting to a point where it served its purpose, and you know, we've got a lot of traffic on it. We're starting to get some deterioration, so we do have it in the program to be replaced. Now we just got to figure out what are we able to put back in there.
In fact, the complete replacement of this bridge should take place in 2015 and cost MoDOT about $10 million. Maddie Heidenreich, KOMU8 News, Columbia.
Now, Maddie also looked into how the state made improvements to its infrastructure and if Missouri can keep up as MoDOT's budget keeps dwindling. Tune in at 10 o'clock tonight for the second part of that series.